Are you thinking of running Etsy ads? We did it for 7 days and I want to share with you what happened, what worked, what didn't, what tips I've got for if you're going to run ads, and what we're going to do differently next time. All right, let's get into it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Ali, and this is 7 days of money, making money every day. So on this channel, I talk about Etsy, print on demand. I'm going to be sharing some Canva tutorials because I love using Canva, as well as some YouTube tips in the future as I get monetized and learn things along the way. So let's go straight to the horse's mouth, the Etsy Seller Handbook. So one of the things they recommend is to promote your entire store to get started. So the thought being that the ads algorithm can work out what buyers do when they see your designs, your items, how they respond to it. I don't agree with this one. This wouldn't be a good option for my shop. Our first designs were shocking. Our first designs didn't sell, and by putting an ad on them, they wouldn't have sold anyway. They weren't what the customer wanted. The next thing that Etsy Seller Handbook talks about is promoting new items or a new product line. And then they go on to talk about promoting your top performers to increase your revenue. So I find this interesting. If you're selling an item, then it will be relisted as people are buying it. So it will be in the second row of Etsy. But if you put an ad on it, then it might be on the first and the second row. If they like the design, and I don't know this, someone might be able to tell me this, are people more likely to click the top one or the second row one? Because if they click the top one, you're going to get charged an ad. But if they click the second row one, which is the exact same design, you won't have to pay for the ad, so you'll get more profit. So I find this interesting. Here too, it also recommends that you run it for at least a month, which I didn't do. I just did 7 days. And then they talk about doing it on the strongest performers. So it's already selling some. And here they've mentioned the return on advertising spend, which you'll see when I show you my screenshots of what happened with us. And then right down the bottom of the handbook, it talks about if you've got a really limited advertising budget, to just promote your best selling items as a good start. People are already buying them, so by advertising them, maybe they'll advertise them to an area on Etsy that other people will like them. Other Etsy sellers say. So I am in a lot of Facebook groups. I Google things frequently. So what do other sellers say? Number one is use specific low competition keywords in your title and tags. So for instance, if you've got in your title gift for her, what does that mean? Like, who is that particular person that you're hoping will get on Etsy? If you did that, then there's a big chance that the ad will be in the wrong spot. They aren't looking to buy that design. So by using specific low competition keywords, like in my other video where I shared low competition niches and I shared mental health matters shirt, mental health matters tee, mental health, by being really specific with your keywords in your title and your tags. And in regards to that, I did have a question about SEO. So I copy and paste my title into my tags, and there's often a few spare tags, and then I just add some more. But it's really important that it's specific, that you're in deep into the niche that is going to buy your shirt. If it's too broad, then you know what, someone might see it and look at it and click on it, and you'll get charged the ad fee, but were they really going to buy it? So the next tip they said was put ads on items already selling. So if you've got an item, it's sold 10, putting an ad on it could increase, and then you're actually selling 20 of them, and then you've got so much credibility with the reviews you've got, the amount of sales. Are you going to get a bestseller badge? Are customers going to see that and be like, wow, this is a great design, lots of people are really happy with it? So that's another area where people talk about putting ads on. So analogy is adding fuel to the flame. It's already burning, just pour a little bit of ads on it and see if it can really explode into a ton of sales. And number 3 is try to boost a new item with the same graphic that is selling on a t-shirt. So for instance, if you've got a t-shirt and it's got a nurse design and that looks awesome, maybe you could put on a sweatshirt, and then you might want to boost that sweatshirt because you know the design's great, you know it's already selling. Why wouldn't it then sell on a sweatshirt? So as you can see here, I literally dipped my toe in the water with ads, $1 a day, 2 listings. So very specific. If you run ads, let me know how much you do a day and how many listings. That'd be really interesting to see, and that'd be great for our community to see what other people are doing specifically. Okay, so day one I had 52 views, 1 click, and it cost me 32 cents. Your budget is only used when a buyer clicks on one of your ads. Okay, so they kept telling me that. I don't know if it used to be different, but now they've got to click on it. So they could click on it to favorite it, they could click on it to buy it, they could click on it just to have a bit of a look, see if you've got any other colors. As Etsy keeps repeating, your budget is only used when a buyer clicks on one of your ads. But just because a buyer clicks on one of the ads doesn't mean they're going to buy it. So 26 views, 2 ad clicks, 1 order. Woohoo! Okay, so spent 50 cents on this day and revenue from ads was $23.99. So what I want to share right here is the 2 designs that I've got up, they still haven't sold. There was another one in that same niche that they then bought. Day 3 is 101 views, 1 click, no orders, and I spent 35 cents that day. Day 4, so we're getting the views, getting a click, 29 cents. The next day was 2 clicks, 78 cents. Still not getting any orders from these ads. Day 6 is 97 cents, so nearly $1. Yeah, 377 ad views, 5 clicks, but still people didn't buy. And then on the last day, it was 1 ad click. Now, the reason I am really glad that we ran ads is because this really challenged me then. 5 people clicked on it, and why didn't they buy? So in total, we spent $3.43 in the last 30 days. This was one design. I'm not going to show you the design. It was a white Bella canvas. We had 304 views on it, 5 clicks, and budget spent was $1.48. But we didn't get a sale from it. So why? So was it the size chart? So since this video, because as you can see, it is now June, I was a bit slow putting this out and our ads were in April, I've updated the size chart. Size charts I DIY'd and I ended up just buying one on Etsy and I'm so happy with it. I was actually trying to do inches and centimeters, so for the Australian market as well as the American market, but most of our sales are to American customers. So now we have just gone to an inches size chart, and as Aussies, if we want to buy it, we can work it out. Most of our rulers do have inches and centimeters. Next was photos. So are they looking at the photos and not getting enough information? For these 2 that I advertised, they were just 1 shirt, 1 color. So did they click on it and it was a white and they actually wanted an athletic heather or a dark heather gray or a black? So that was something to consider too with the color options. And then the shipping time and cost. Our shipping is free. Processing time, I do 1 to 2 weeks. Basically, I over exaggerate how long it's going to take, and then I always meet that deadline. The customers are happy, and in the reviews, they were right, fast shipping, because it was fast shipping and turnaround compared to what they were expecting. So the next one I did was an athletic grey, so Bella canvas as well. So this one had 72 views, 2 clicks, and from that click there was an order, but not of this shirt. When they were looking at this, down the bottom it shares other items from my shop on one side, and then on the other side it shares other shops within that niche. So here, return on advertising spend was $31.57. So like I said, it was the same niche and a different shirt. If they order from clicking on an ad, you will see this speaker here next to the order, so you know that it came by someone clicking from an ad. But what I'm excited to share here is that there were 5 shirts sold in that week. Previously, before the ad, only 3 had sold, and so this shirt now has 8. So having run an ad with a shirt in the same niche, it was able to get picked up. She bought it, and then it's been relisted, so it's back up to the top with those keywords, whatever it was being advertised for within that niche. And so we have sold 5 more in that week. So that's been a massive difference. Now at the start of June, this shirt has just kept going. We've actually sold 30 of this shirt. So can it be taken back to that ad? It definitely helped it to speed it along, I do believe. There was a big mistake I did make, and I want to share it with you because I don't want you to make the same one, is that when you're listing new items, it automatically puts it as, yes, advertise this later. If the item is already up, it will say maybe later because you haven't clicked that item, but when you're adding new ones, it automatically ticks, yes, advertise this item. So you need to go right down to the bottom and make sure that it's on maybe later. And obviously during these 7 days, we're putting up about 3 or 4 designs a day, I would say. So there were 5 new listings that got missed. And so $1.10 was spent on new items that weren't proven designs. So I didn't want to run ads on them. So definitely be wary of that. 2 tips I want to leave you with is 1, make sure you've got multiple different designs in that same niche. So if they don't buy the one you've got advertised on, they'll see some other ones of yours. And the last one is when you're putting new ones up, make sure they're not being automatically advertised. It's just a waste of money. Thanks for watching. Bye.